Hey everybody, you're watching Geek This Week, and today I'm back with
Daniel.
And I'm of course Talon, and today we're bringing you all the geeky news on
Justice League Snyder Final Cut,
the new Ford Mustang Mach-E,
and Xbox Project Scarlett.
all on Geek This Week.
This week in gaming. And so it begins. The 5th gen console war that is. In a recent interview with The Verge, Microsoft's Xbox gaming chief Phil Spencer began hyping the next Xbox codenamed Scarlett. Because of the frankly terrible launch of the Xbox One, due to the high cost for an inferior console, plus a never used by anyone Kinect, Spencer said that they started Project Scarlett with a new leadership team with the sole goal of market success. Spencer said that they plan on making several more generations of Xbox, so catching up to PlayStation's superior sales. Project Scarlett will launch in the tandem with PlayStation during holidays of 2020. Scarlett is set to support 8K gaming, 120 FPS, ray tracing, and a variable refresh rates. It will, of course, feature an SSD and a custom CPU based on an AMD's Zen 2 and a Radeon RDNA architecture. Spencer made it clear that Microsoft is pushing towards integration and cosplay. They've already done a ton of work with PC gaming, introducing the Xbox Game Pass for PC. And now they want to work with Discord to work on a crosstalk. With game streaming starting to become a thing with Google Stadias and Microsoft xCloud, it will be interesting to see how everything goes next year and who will be the superior console.
The next expansion to Dungeons & Dragons released this Tuesday, November 19th, and boy oh boy did it add a lot for players. The expansion, Eberron Rising from the Last War, introduces us to the world of Eberron, where magic and science work together to create faster traveling options like lightning trains and airships, and of course the Warforged, entities constructed to be weapons of war now existing in peacetime. The Artificer is now an official Dungeons & Dragons class. The Artificer is a class that can eventually allow players to attune to 6 magical items as opposed to the normal 3. The other huge inclusions are the new races that players will have available, the Changeling, Goblinoids, like goblins, Hobgoblins and Bugbears, the Kalshatar, the Shifters, and of course, the Warforged. There will also be a host of new backgrounds, magical items, and a full adventure, Forgotten Relics. Wizards of the Coast are adding a bunch of awesome stuff for the new expansion, and I'm super excited to have more information that I'll ever get around to using because I'm already running a campaign and I don't have the time for a second. Oh, but let's not forget the art on the cover of both the regular and the alternate editions. They're freaking sick! We are aware that the Game Awards did release all of their nominations on Tuesday, but because there's so much to unpack there, we figured we'd save it for our weekly Geek Out episode. So you'll probably see that coming in a different format. We did want to point out the games that are up for Game of the Year though, which would be Death Stranding, Control, The Outer Worlds, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and Resident Evil 2. There's a lot of fantastic games up for that award, and we can't wait for December 13th to roll around so we can find out who wins.
This week in movies, the actors of Justice League are starting to petition for the hinted at Snyder Cut of Justice League. Snyder had to step down from the movie in May of 2017 after a family tragedy, and Joss Whedon stepped in to finish the production, which was only supposed to be reshots in post-production. Needless to say, the movie sucked. It was a mess of incoherent timelines and lackluster of character interactions, and well, this. But Snyder Cut of the movie is supposed to fix that. Well, at least it's supposed to make the movie more coherent. Shortly after the initial release, fans started a petition for the Snyder Cut to be released. 2 years later, and it still wasn't clear if the cut even existed in any sort of releasable form. Until Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Batman themselves said something. Gal Gadot tweeted a picture of Wonder Woman in black and white with the Hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Ray Fisher did the same, except with a picture of Cyborg pre-cyborgification. Ben Affleck just tweeted the hashtag. I'm so disappointed. Well, but this could be the proof that we needed to know that Snyder Cut exists and can be released. We are not saying it will be good, but we hope if we do end up getting a release, it will be better than the original release.
This week in technology, Ford's new Mustang Mach-E electric crossover is gorgeous, but it might seem a little familiar. The new fully electric Ford Mustang is heavily influenced by Tesla, featuring a full glass roof and a very minimalist interior. The new design will have a range of 230 to 300 miles and can go from 0 to 60 in around 5.5 seconds. The car will also feature a hatchback trunk and another idea taken from Tesla, the frunk, a space where a traditional engine would go that has been converted to extra space. The frunk is waterproof and just large enough to fit a cooler in, making it a perfect place to, well, store a cooler, I guess. The new Mustang Mach-E will be releasing alongside the Tesla Model Y and at a very comparable price, so it's safe to say that Tesla is finally starting to pull the auto industry forward into the electric industry. As a poor college student, it's unlikely that I'll be able to afford a new car for a while, but maybe I'll be able to get around to a used one eventually. For a more in-depth look at the absolutely awesome new Ford Mustang Mach-E, follow the link in the description.
SpaceX is teaming up with a company called NanoRacks to convert spent and discarded rocket upper stage fuel silos into orbital research stations or even habitats. We are definitely not ready to actually start converting these upper stages yet, but the robot that NanoRacks has created is supposed to demonstrate an ability to cut material very similar to these space ducks. The robot is a part of NanoRacks' Space Outpost program, which aims to address the future need for in-space orbital commercial platforms, by also making use of existing vehicles and materials specifically designed for space. The mission is being funded by NASA and will be the first ever demonstration of structural metal cutting in space. The mission is scheduled for late 2020, so it will be a while before we know if we can start buying real estate in space. Get ready for supervillains that live on space platforms.
Well, that's all from Geek this week. We hope you all enjoyed the episode, but what did you think of the episode, Daniel?
Well, the episode today was pretty intense. We had a lot of great stuff, but as a gamer myself, I'm really excited to see the Project Scarlett going to the real life.
Right. It'll be really interesting to see how it all evolves. And, like we have the xCloud service for streaming games coming out. Yeah. Stadia's coming out soon. And I really think we're hitting a golden age of gaming, right?
Yeah, that's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Well, everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And we'll see you all next Thursday. Bye. That's my thing. What are you doing?